Hello and welcome to another Dominaria draft. The only Dominaria drafts up right now are competitive, and these take a while, so I'm going to jump right in. So, looking here, this is kind of the classic, the more powerful card. Ariel is easily the best card in the pack, in my opinion one of the best cards in the set. No one takes over games quite like she does, she'll just win very easily. Or the more flexible card. Time of Ice is weaker, although still very powerful, but it's much easier to play. It's only one color and it's very splashable. Other considerations, Vicious Offering is a nice start because it's premium removal, same with Blessed Light. And Fungal Plots is very strong, although it only really wants to go in one sort of deck, so I think that's a pretty distant, maybe third. I'm going to take Ariel, though. The black-white historic deck is my favorite deck to play, and I think this card is just very good. So then we move on and have one very bad blue card and none of the sorts of cards that I was likely to play, so I guess it didn't really matter which of those. The best card in this pack is Sylvan Awakening, and that is what I'm going to take. This card just wins you a lot of games on the spot. If that weren't here, I would probably be between Fiery Intervention, which is a pretty good removal spell, or Banalish Honor Guard, which is just a solid creature that goes well with my first pick. So here, again, we have Fungal Plots, which is strong, and I do have a good green card, but this card really impressed me the first time I played it, and then less so after that, so I'm not as sold on it. I could take Torgar, which is good in Historic because it's a legendary creature and it's a big, scary, powerful effect. I think I'm going to play it really safe, though, and just take a Vicious Offering. I just want to be able to have enough removal. I don't want that to be why I lose. It's because I didn't draft the right types of cards. So, Weight of Memory is okay. I'm not a huge fan of pure card draw unlimited. I usually just want to affect the board. Most of this is pretty garbo. This is a lot of bottom-of-the-barrel cards. I think it's between Sergeant-at-Arms, who is a fine filler white creature, or Pardic Wanderer, which is solid top-end and useful because it's a historic spell. I think I'm going to take the Sergeant. Okay, this is a much more interesting pack than the last one. Shana Sisei's Legacy is a good card, and it's possible that I'm going to be some sort of Abzan Pile. Sarah Disciple is in a similar spot to Shana. This is a core card for the historic deck, although I think it is weaker. And there's Short Sword, which is excellent with Sarah Disciple and just excellent in this deck in general. I always want more of these, but I don't know if I want to spend this early of a pick on it. I'm tempted to take Shana. The thing is, I think I'd rather be black-white and just splashing green, so I don't know if I want to be taking that many green cards early. I think I'm going to take it anyway. Notably goes really well with Sylvan Awakening. Okay, here this is an easier pick for me. Dominant Trapper is the core white card. It's better than Sergeant-at-Arms, you want to have a bunch of these, but this is where I need to start picking up short swords. This pack is worse. If I think I'm likely to be green, I could pick up a Spider. I think I want to keep my green at a minimum, though. I think I'd rather have the Windgrace Acolyte as my top end. Here, I could take the Knight of New Benalia. This is a decent card, although it's not as good as it looks. It has a lot of trouble attacking. Could take the Navigator's Compass and just admit that I'm 3-color and just play all the best cards in the colors. I don't actually hate that. I think my power level is high enough that I just want to make sure my mana works. Cabal Paladin, very solid card in the historic deck. I could see myself playing 2 Acolytes, especially if I get a lot more removal. Don't really want more than that, though. These cards are both not very good. I'll just take Charge. I might play this, we'll see. None of this is very good. Okay. Not super in love with this deck so far, but I don't hate it either. It's got a lot of good stuff going on. Okay, we got 3 gold legendary creatures and a very powerful blue card. Unfortunately, none of these are in my colors, and I'm already likely to be 3-color, so I'm already kind of pushing it. I think I'm between the Mesa Unicorn and Dub here. I think I need more creatures. I think I'm just going to fill it out with efficient 2 and 3 drops. Ooh, I wasn't planning on being heavy green, but this is a really good reason to be so. Territory Allosaurus is very solid. I don't have that much white yet. It's possible I'll be black-green with a white splash. I think before I kind of had even numbers on all the colors, and I hadn't aired towards anything yet. Like, I had a black-white card, green-white card, lots of stuff. I think I'm likely to be heavy green now. This Allosaurus is very good. And to follow that up, Saproling Migration is excellent. Very good with this charge. Here, if I wanted more removal, I could take the Ancient Animus, but if I'm likely to be black-green, this isn't as good, because I'll have a bunch of Saprolings that aren't very good at fighting. Could take Adamant Will. I usually like to pick up at least one of these, but I think I'm just going to take another Saproling Migration. I wish I'd taken those fungal plots now, because I'm just sort of moving into black-green. Although Dominant Trapper is great. Okay. If I had to make a prediction right now... If I had to make a prediction right now, I'm going to be looking to pick up at least one more Navigator's Compass and just end up solidly 3-color, which is not something you're really supposed to do in Limited, but the payoff is just really high. I have good things in all my colors. The worst color right now is white, so it's possible I'm supposed to minimize that. Maybe I shouldn't have taken this Dominant Trapper so quickly. I think this pick is between Call the Cavalry, which is a solid card, and Ancient Animus, which I might be able to get enough removal to make this good. I already have a couple legendary creatures, and they're both likely to be big. I'll pick up one of these. Okay, here, again, I do want an Adamant Will, but I think I'd rather just fill out my curve with powerful creatures. I have a lot of Saprolings here, and I'm perfectly happy to be in that spot. Paladin, not as good in green-black as green-white, but I do already have a fair number of historic cards, and like I said, I'm going to be looking for more, so I think that's fine. I don't mind picking up a Dub. Here, not really anything for me. Go ahead and pick up this Elephant. Probably not going to play it. Okay. This draft is still a little uncertain. I don't really know where I'm going with it, but... Oh, I might even play that card. Oh my gosh. And then when I'm talking about already being solidly 3-color, I open one of the best possible cards to open. Another of the best possible cards too, in Fight with Fire. The safe pick is probably to just take Danitha. I do already have some enchantments and artifacts, and so she's a very powerful card. But Teferi is just a bomb.
Stand by and watch.
Alright, I acknowledge that I may have messed this draft up really bad, but it doesn't matter because I got a lot of sweet cards going on. Okay. Awesome Aura. This is, and also a historic card, so this is great. Dub is a worse version of Onsera's Wings, so I wouldn't play that. Ancient Animus, I could probably go for another one of those. Saproling Migration. Or Verdant Force. Is basically 8 mana, and if they don't kill it immediately, you just win the game. I don't know if that's what my deck is doing, though. I'm gonna take On Sarah's Wings. If I just stick this on Shana, some amount of the time I'll win the game on the spot. This pack is much worse than the previous one. What does this do? Okay, that's not particularly special. I don't think my historic count is high enough for board. Could take another Sergeant at Arms. I think I actually just want to take a Skin Witch. Ooh, very late Eviscerate. There's some amount of consideration for the Aether Glider, because I want historic cards, and this has evasion for my enchantments and stuff, but premium removal is definitely not something I'm going to say no to. Awesome, I got another Compass, so my mana will hopefully work. Do I take a Trapper, or do I take the first Adamant Will? I think I need more creatures. I think I've already got enough non-creature garbage that I don't need to mess with that. I do like Chainer's Torment. Sure, I'll play that. I would have liked to have gotten some grow from the ashes. I saw some in pack 1, but not really later than that. Is this any good? Maybe. We'll see. I might not play that card. Whole bunch of stuff that I'm not going to play. Probably not going to play that. Actually, maybe I will, because I've got multiple pretty good sagas. Huh. It would also be able to bounce the Oath of Teferi, although I don't think I'm playing that card. Okay. Cuts. I think I can probably cut one of these Acolytes and a Cabal Paladin. This card is just not that great if you're not triggering it a whole bunch of times. I don't think I want the charge. Maybe actually I do want the charge. I don't think I want Demonic Vigor. If I'd picked up like more enchantment or stuff matters cards, then maybe, but how good is Ancient Animus here? Ariel, Territorial Allosaurus, Shana are likely to be good with it. I don't think that's enough. I hate to cut removal, but I just don't think that's going to be a good enough card. I like Fungal Infection. I like these compasses because my mana's very greedy here. I like Short Sword. Again, I wish I'd gotten like 3 of these, but I didn't pick one and then didn't really see more. Unicorn is fine. Skin Witch is fine. All this is pretty good. I think I need 2 more cuts. Let's see if I wanted to play any of the other cards I had up here. I don't think so. No, yeah, I didn't really want to play these. The only consideration was the Guardians of Koilos, and I only have 2 sagas, so I don't... And, like, bouncing Triumph of Gerard isn't that good in the first place, so I don't think that's worth it. I think I will cut the Cabal Paladin and a Trapper. I don't think that's the type of deck that I'm playing. I would play a bunch of those in a straight black-white deck, but I think I'm a go long and then gradually swarm the board type deck instead. So this mana, currently at 3 blue sources for Teferi, which is not amazing, but probably enough. I'm at 7 green, which is not really enough for the Allosaurus, but fine for everything else. But I don't really mind if I don't play the Allosaurus on curve, so that might be okay. 8 white. That might be too many. I don't have double white anywhere. And then black is also at 7, which is not amazing, but I don't need to play my black cards on time either. So I think I am going to cut a Plains and add an additional forest. This mana is unstable, and I could lose to it, but my deck is very powerful. So, okay. I don't hate that draft. This isn't normally how I draft. I'm always tempted to go lots of colors, but I would prefer to stay down into 2 color. But we'll see how it turns out. It could work out well. Alright, getting into it. Hoping to see an opening hand with like 2 or 3 of my colors and cards on those colors. It's not too much to ask, right? I got what I asked for. This hand needs help, but I think I keep it because the mana works. I'm on the draw, so I might just get run over, but if I draw any creature and my opponent doesn't have removal, I'll just win the game pretty easily. Okay, opponent has a sword. That was a terrible draw. I guess I'll be able to cast Allosaurus on time. That was the worst draw in my deck. Okay. This is not working out super well. Still can't even cast my Teferi if I draw it. There we go. That's something. Woo! Almost played the wrong land. Sweet. Huh. I suppose I don't have, like, Serra Disciples and stuff, and I cut the Cabal Paladin, so I should have run out the Short Sword. That was wrong to not do this. Opponent probably has a Vicious Offering. They're looking to kill my Sapbird. Yep, that's fine. They kill my guy. I still have a Saproling left over. If it comes down to it, I can just suit up the Saproling. Well, that is really obnoxious. Oh my god. Luckily, this is not very good against my deck. I'm very heavy on Saprolings. I've got multiple Saproling migrations. I'm unlikely... Oh, I tapped wrong. I should have left up Offering. But, yeah. This is unlikely to win the game, given how my deck looks, but it will be very annoying. Sure. That's fine. I'm gonna hold on to this. I think I want to kick it next turn. Yeah, I will have double white and 6 mana, and then that'll be the type of thing that is very good against this Icy Manipulator, because Icy cannot tap down 4 different creatures, which is what I will have next turn. Okay. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. Well, I got my Allosaurus. If I draw another green, I can fight some creature that isn't this turtle. Yeah. Not going to attack. If opponent suits up the Snapper and taps down one of these, I can't effectively block, but that's fine. Opponent can't race me either if they're going to play that way. Opponent, okay. Drawing some cards. Now they cannot do both of those things, so... I suppose if they tap down, I still can't block. Opponent probably just doesn't want to attack here. Just go ahead and get this stupid turtle off the table. Let's see, a fungal infection still only puts me down to 5 power, so I'm still killing them. I guess they're just trying to keep the board clear so Icy control things better. Ooh. Let's see, right now, that only clocks them for 8. I'm gonna be greedy here. No, actually I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm gonna let them tap this down and I'm just gonna play my Allosaurus. Am I? I don't have that many more green sources, but if I can get value off eating something, that'll be so good. I'm just gonna play my 5/5. This makes Icy worse because it'll just keep tapping my Allosaurus, so Sergeant at Arms actually gets to go in. Sure. Oh my. Instantly punished. I've got 3 blue sources, so I've got a 1 in 8 chance of drawing one every turn. This is okay though. I'm applying pressure and I've got a kind of I'm win button in hand. Opponent's flooding out really badly. That's a good draw for them. Interesting attack, because my attacks weren't good if they did not do that. But, oh, well that's a fine draw. And this is, I'm totally fine with trading damage here, because 1, I'm just winning that race. I guess trading 6 for 5 is not working, but I've got the Eviscerate. And then Sylvan Awakening is just going to end the game once I do it. Do I care? I don't think I care about this. I think I'd rather save this in case my opponent surprises me with something scary. That could be wrong, because I'm going to want to have as many lands untapped as possible for the turn that I Sylvan Awakening, but I think it's fine. Okay, sure. Yep, tick 7, that's fine. What's probably going to happen here is that I'll attack in with the Allosaurus. They will... Okay, it's a good card. Oh yeah, she's going to get huge with the Sylvan Awakening, so I'm probably going to be casting both of these spells this turn. So I'll attack with my Allosaurus. I'm probably going to chump here and put a counter there, which means I'll get extra value off the Eviscerate, clearing the Sarah Disciple. Let's just go ahead and cast Shauna. So let's see. If I Sylvan Awakening, opponent blocks these two, taps down this one, and then takes 8 and goes to 1. No blockers. If I draw land, they die. This forces chumps here, and so it clears their board in addition to putting them to 1. So I'm fine with this. Note that Icy cannot tap down Shauna. Doesn't really matter, because all 3 of these creatures are just the Abyss, but... These will change back, but I've still got 3 lethal attackers. Yep, cool. And this is the advantage of building your deck the way I did. Let's see, do I want a sideboard? It's possible I want a charge to go deeper on the aggro plan if I'm playing around Icy. Let's see, I did not pick up a Broken Bond or a the white one that blows up an artifact, so I guess I can't do that. I think I just keep this. I should have drafted more with sideboarding in mind. But yeah, the advantage of drafting for power rather than consistency with just in 2 colors is that my cards are so good that even if I don't hit all my colors, I can still win. Like, I didn't hit my blue, but Sylvan Awakening still just smashed that game. Opponent goes first. Oh yeah, we kept that really bad hand last time too, and it worked out. This hand is sweet. Get to play my Compass. Fungal Infection will hopefully nab a Sarah Disciple and then also make my Shauna big. But also just lets me cast all my spells. The problem is that Compass turn 1 is so annoying. Just, you always keep getting priority when you don't want it. Okay. This is a good card. I need to be careful to not let a creature get suited up with that and just kill me. Okay. This is where you see that this is not Traveler's Amulet. It does not actually give you the lands that you need. The second one is very bad. Okay, hit my land though. I don't think I want to cast anything. Or I will end up casting the Compass and just leave up Fungal Infection. Don't want to just play the Skin Witch for no value. It's just really not worth it. This game looks like it's going to be going somewhat slow. I think I'll be able to get a bunch of cards out of it. That's a little scary. Do I Fungal Infection now? If I do, then I have another creature on board. I can suit up Shauna and start beating down. I guess. Hopefully just draw lands the next 2 turns. Oh, there's a start. Also hope that my opponent doesn't have removal for my On Sarah's Wings. Or for my Shauna, who has that. At least white removal doesn't really work. Like Seal Away or anything like that. I suppose the 5-mana one, the Blessed Light thing, that does. That's powerful. Just a delayed divination that also protects their investment. Why can't I click on this? Oh, well that's nice. I was really worried about what I was going to do about the demon, and now I have my answer. Even an adamant will here doesn't kill my Shauna, so... Just gonna pass, eviscerate the demon. They get their 2 cards here, so I'm not out of the woods. My opponent's deck does have powerful things in it, but... I can even afford to get hit a lot if it takes me a while to build back up, hit my land drops. Sure, that's fine. This is a combo. See, it's 3 to play, 2 to equip. Huh. I can't click on cards properly today. Interesting. Oh my, that's going to be a very big Nightmare Horror. Let's see what happens here. Okay. I don't think my opponent has any instants or sorceries because there wasn't even a delay there. Maybe they do. Oh no. Ah, they have that one. That's pretty good. Yeah, now I'm in trouble. I'm gonna get hit a lot before Chainer's Torment goes off. Oh well. Well, that's probably game over. Yeah, I was ready for the first giant unbeatable flyer, but I don't have anything for this one. My opponent has charge, they have charge, but... yeah. Just being lazy because they're really far ahead. Which I guess makes sense. Ugh. And even this card doesn't matter. This card also doesn't matter, but maybe if I deal with this, I'll be glad I have a Nightmare Horror. I need exactly Vicious Offering. I suppose Teferi is also fine. Okay. This is really good for them. They will get to replay the, well, they would get to replay the Rite of Bells and Lock. They do not have double black up, so they can't do that yet. Oh my gosh. This is just ridiculous bombs the deck. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to basically just hope they don't draw, or they draw exactly one less bomb. I could still win this if I draw my Vicious Offering. It is not a Vicious Offering. I'll probably just block with this Acolyte. Like, just chump Lyra. Keep my life total high and make sure my Nightmare Horror is enormous. It doesn't really matter because they've got these stupid clerics that can block it forever, but I need to try. I did not mill my Vicious Offering, so that's cool. Oh, yeah, I suppose they can just do that. This is such an oppressive card. This is also such an oppressive card, but at least it's a mythic rare instead of an uncommon. Yeah, oh my gosh. They'll just be able to block even more forever because they have infinite cleric tokens. Probably have one turn to draw Vicious Offering, or that's just going to be too late. Why has my opponent not been equipping here? They didn't even do anything with the mana last time. Even if I hit Vicious Offering for the Lyra, like, I still don't have a good blocker for the Sarah Disciple. That's gonna kill me really fast. Alright, yeah, I've got one turn. This is unfortunate. I thought I was in a really good spot, and I mostly liked how I maneuvered this game, but it's like I missed a land drop, and that was kind of bad, and then it just didn't matter. Like, this is just going to win the game by itself. Come on, opponent. It's a weird choice. I'm gonna try to block here. I suppose if I'd drawn it 15 turns ago, another card that could have won this game is Ariel, because she could have just been making a bunch of knight tokens, and then the second ability can handle Lyra. It is not a great way to win the game, though. The way opponents playing this is so weird. Like, they have a million life. They should have stuck the Jousting Lance on the Sarah Disciple, because then both could have attacked. Like, my life total is the one that matters here. Yep, 15 turns too late. No reason to show that. Let's see, did I pick up a Pierce the Sky? If I didn't, I should have. Ugh. Like, I've got this Ancient Animus, but I just, like, don't have enough creatures. Divest even has a lot of misses, but I'm tempted to bring that in just because that Lyra's so unbeatable for me. Dub isn't very good against the Icy Manipulator deck, so I'm gonna take a chance. Cutting that, and then I've got this Divest, and I'm not gonna fire it off as soon as I can. Like, I'm not gonna play it turn 1, because basically the only card I'm really, really scared of is Lyra. This is not good enough. This is sort of good enough. I need a white source. If I scry a Plains to the top, this hand is gas. No. It's even a spell that I can play, but I just need a Plains. Now going to regret where I cut that Plains for... Yeah. Come on, deck, please. Any land lets me play a Sap Herd. Any lands after that let me play more spells, but I really need a white land. You know what? I won't complain. It was a land. It was something. My opponent plays here. That's mildly annoying because the Saproling can't attack, but... Oh yeah, I don't have white. Sometimes it's really disorienting how Arena just jumps through the phases if you can't do anything. Okay, that's fine. Them's the breaks, I guess. Doesn't this have a... Oh, it's 2 to play, 3 to equip. Okay, they had a good reason for not doing it. Okay, I mean... This card is not that scary by itself. And still needs some help, but I've still got time to draw out of it. Okay. Now we're in business. Go ahead and get in with the Sap Herd. If they want to block and use some combat trick, I don't care. Okay. Thank goodness. I'm so glad that that was used there. Now, I get to play Ariel. I get to... I'm taking a bit of damage. Let's see. I probably actually want to get Triumph of Gerard down here. Just because it will... Okay. I'm going to take a lot of damage. It'll make Ariel attack better, and then if I get a big chunk of lifelink in there, that'll be nice. I really do need to start making knights, though, so I can machine gun down these creatures. think I'm going to chump Rona. Just need to keep my life total high. I'll win the game if I just get to keep going with Ariel. I just need to not die before then. Okay, this is excellent. I get to Triumph of Gerard. I get to attack with Ariel, and then I get to pass, and on their end step or whenever, I get to make a Knight token. And Rona can't attack. Yeah. This is great. I think I may have turned the corner, and I'm going to be able to run away with this game. This is still a little scary, but like next turn I could even just use Ariel's second ability to machine gun down the Sarah Disciple. Okay, hit another land drop, that's cool. I think I just attack with one. I don't need to trade here because I want to be able to use this to kill something. But I will stick the Mesa Unicorn. Seeing this gives flying, first strike, and lifelink, so I'll just gain a big chunk of life back. Don't hit anything too good. Cool. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I am... This is awkward, because I can't use Ariel to kill this if I let these triggers resolve. But then I basically need to chump with my Unicorn. Actually, that's fine. Because I chump with the Unicorn, and if they still attack... Or if they attack with these, then Ariel's just lethal in the air. I don't think they want to attack with the Sarah Disciple, because then they're dead on board. I was a little worried about this game. I thought we were just going to come up a bit short, not hit the mana, and die, but this is why I first picked Ariel. Opponent's thinking. They're in an awkward board state here. I think the best play is to just attack with Rona, because Rona isn't going to be a good blocker. I guess, like, I attack, you chump here, and then you could threaten a trade, but that's not good either. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to attack with all my creatures here, because what I can do, if my opponent does not block either of these, I get to just kill with Chainer's Torment. Weird that they didn't equip the shield. I think that was a mistake. Yep. Opponent's just going to take the damage here, which they are kind of priced into doing. Fortunately, it will not work out well for them. I don't think they were winning that game if they trade Rona off here. Like, they needed to activate Rona into Lyra Dawnbringer or something excellent like that. But was not to be. Alright. Opponent flooded a little bit, drew like one more land than we did, and Ariel is amazing. And together, those were enough. Sweet. Let's keep going. It's kind of funny. I, over the past week, really tried to draft Aether Revolt and Rivals of Ixalan, because I wanted to get something a little different up here on the channel. But both times I'd draft, and I don't really like those formats first and foremost, so one, I'm just not that into it. And then both times I encountered some game-breaking bug that messed things up and wouldn't let me continue, and then would just like get mana screwed or just not draw well, and I'm just not into it anyway, and nothing came together. So it's like, okay, fine, I'll just only draft Dominaria from now on, I guess, until M19 comes out. Sweet. This hand basically just works. This is why you play Navigator's Compass. Because the thing about Navigator's Compass, it doesn't do anything. This is not, like, worth a card, really. But if you imagine this as a 6-card hand, where this is, like, just gemstone caverns, I guess, like the perfect rainbow land, then this 6 is awesome. And so Navigator's Compass basically automatically mulligans you, but your mulligan is a lot more likely to be great. So I guess that's good enough. Okay, opponent cantripping, that's fine. Sure. Cool, and now my mana just really works. Again, don't have Historic Synergies, I'm just going to go ahead and run this out. I might Skin Witch on 2, depends if I think I just need a body. Probably not. Okay, opponent, at least 3 colors. Sure. Well, now I am incentivized to play the Skin Witch, because a 1-3 is really good against a 2-1. Sick. One more land and all my dreams just come true. All I really want to do in this format is play Ariel every single game. I love this card. Okay. Opponent revealing a second green before their island. Interesting. I will gladly block here. I am totally happy to trade my Skin Witch for any sort of trick. Opponent does not have a trick, though. Here, I think I'm just going to play the Trapper. Unless my opponent plays another creature, I'm just going to Triumph of Gerard and start applying pressure. Assuming, of course, that I don't hit a land. Because if I hit a land, I just want to cast my Sweet Night Lady. Opponent's either playing in full control mode or has something in their hand, which I'm not sure. Because, like, if they had an Adamant Will or a Charge, I have to imagine they would have attacked. Mesa Unicorn, sure. Play the island. They're down to a few cards. Let's see. If I draw a land, I'll play Ariel, tap down the Unicorn, and attack with just Skin Witch, I guess? I don't know, that's pretty medium. Okay. This is obnoxiously powerful. Opponent low on cards, hopefully they don't, like, Saproling Migration me kicked next turn. That would be pretty tough to beat. I will gladly walk into this. This is a charge again. No? Okay. Opponent's done. Yeah, I have to imagine that attack was an accident. Here, again, I wish I had something to blow up artifacts and enchantments. I really should have drafted that more highly. There's probably some argument for Ancient Animus. If my opponent is playing white, their creatures are going to be smaller than average, so I'm likely to be able to eat something. Also an argument for Windgrace Acolyte. I think overall, though, my deck is just fine. I'm just going to run this back. Going first. Here, mana's a little iffier than last time, but overall what I've got is great. Just Unicorn into Triumph of Gerard is likely to be able to win the game by itself. If they don't have any sort of removal, I could just Triumph into Dub and just really go hard with my Unicorn. Notably, I guess Triumph not actually as great on the Unicorn just because the life link doesn't matter. I'm not really getting full value that way. Opponent, again, looking like they have something. I think they might just be playing in full control mode, though. No, because when they've cast spells, it's just worked normally. I don't know. I've got lots of stuff to do with my mana for the rest of the game. I think I'm just going to attack with the Unicorn and play the Sergeant at Arms. Because this is a creature where I can get more value by triumphing it and spread my power around. So if opponent has removal, they're incentivized to use it here instead of on the Unicorn. And then I can just suit up the Unicorn and go to town. Would like to draw a Swamp this turn. Opponent has a bunch of cards in hand. Last time they mulliganed on the play and just were really behind because of that. But this time they're missing their green, so maybe a bunch of cards stuck in hand. Okay. Not going to play Triumph of Gerard. Oh, well this cannot be targeted by Time of Ice, so that's fun. Here, opponent will Time of Ice my Unicorn, and I'm kind of incentivized next turn to just run out the Saproling migration. Although then I'm not supposed to attack with, because if I attack, the Time of Ice will get my Shana too. I really need to start hitting lands. Sparring Construct, sure. Okay, well, I hit a land. Although, this is why... This is an example of why this card is so good, because it basically... It slowed me way down, and then it's like a time walk too, because I can't replay these creatures even though I know they're going to get bounced. I think I'm just going to play this and pass. Then next turn I can at least replay the Unicorn. Holding on to something. They might be interested in like Blink of an Eye on Shana or one of these. Okay, Raph. This guy is annoying. Maybe I'm just supposed to Vicious Offering and kicked here? Okay, that's fine. Oh, I never noticed that that's Gideon and Liliana in the art. Another Time of Ice? Oh my god, that's so brutal. Oh, that's savage. See how they decide to attack. I think I am just gonna get Raph off this table. It's a little annoying because it shrinks my Shana too, but alas. It's cool to have Shana be the one who's already down before this comes down though, because I get to attack with her for a few turns and don't have to worry about her getting locked by Time of Ice, and then I can just hold back on the turn she would get bounced. I suppose here I'm probably supposed to be looking to... I suppose I'm supposed to be looking to do anything except Sergeant at Arms, because if I could get value by kicking it later, that would be great. So I think I'm just supposed to play the Unicorn and serve with just Shana. Maybe serve with the Saproling too. Because I'm fine with this trade, I think. Opponent doesn't have another creature to put the counter on, so I want to get this off the table. I'd really go for another Plains. Opponent also missed their 6th land drop, I think. I believe they didn't hit their land last turn. So, we know that they have a bunch of cards in hand. Still are missing green mana. Okay. I can't replay that this turn, which is really irritating. At least they didn't get their value off of it. They didn't get to kick it. Okay, sure, whatever. Probably Time of Ice is going to come down and just lock out my Unicorn. Up. Yep. I'll just replay Shauna and not do anything else. I suppose I'll get to attack with my Sapling again. Yeah, they're sending it at me. Okay. That's actually kind of cool, because it'll let me play spells that cost double white. Go ahead and go to combat, attack with my Sapling. They could have done this anyway, even if I didn't attack with my Sapling, so this is fine. That's both activations, so if I can hit a land next turn, they won't get to bounce my Windgrace Acolyte, which is nice. Again, I'm not supposed to attack with Shauna this next turn. Do I block? I do really like Mashana. I don't think I block. I would like to get this off the table, but I don't really want to trade for like an Adamant Will. Okay, yeah. I think they were just fishing to get rid of Mashana. Opponent probably frustrated just because of how that first game went. It was really brutal for them. Okay, 2-0. We're on the path. I wish there was a best of 3 format that mirrored the 8-mans of actual Magic or Magic Online. And they said that there should be something similar. But the main problem is just that these take too long. Like, I'm almost tempted to end the video and just say, hey, I went 3-0, this is the equivalent of 3-0ing the 8-man, hope you enjoyed it, because just, like, I don't want a 2.5-hour draft video. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll end the video after this match. Sweet. Mana works, removal, value creatures, and a beatdown creature. Could ask for nothing else. Do I just run this out? Probably. I've got to sink for my mana for the rest of the game. And just get this going. Playing blue-red. Sure. This is kind of cool because I don't really need the mana fixing, but even if I miss on lands, it's a historic spell, so I can tap something with the Trapper and get in. That is a very scary card. Okay. I can still eviscerate next turn. I think I'm supposed to just get Ariel down. I'm gonna tap this because I'm gonna attack with the Trapper. Opponent can block with Valduk if they want. This is really scary. Like, my opponent could just throw a couple enchantments on here and attack me for like 12, but I can still eviscerate later, and I just want Ariel to be on the table. I hope they trade here, then I'm not scared anymore. See. Enchantments would be a lot of damage, but I can come back from that. A fight with fire on Ariel into... I don't know. Their attacks still aren't good, because I've got these Sapperlings down. Really glad I played that migration early. Yep, another Goblin, that's fine. Huh. Opponent has not suited this guy up, so I don't know if I need to be scared yet. I don't think I do, but I also, like, can't attack. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to run out this compass. Tap down a goblin. I'll probably attack with the trapper again. Will I? Yeah, sure. I've got plenty of defense. If they want to trade off with part of their board, that's fine by me. I'm just going to pass the turn. I'm going to start making knights, try to take over the game. Opponent didn't remove Ariel last turn. They probably cannot this turn, which is a great sign because this card will just win the game. Okay. This is a little annoying. I'm going to get punched for a lot of damage, but that's fine. Ooh. That'd be really greedy, but it's also really tempting. Could just stick this on Ariel and start smashing. Yeah, what the hell. If they had removal, they would have burned it already. All my eggs are in the Ariel basket now. If they do have, like, a fight with fire, that's probably game over. Yeah, sorta. Like, I still get to eviscerate Adeliz. This does make a... Okay, this can deal 2. Okay, they get my knight. That's fine. Yeah. I think the Onslayer's Wings is going to pay off. Okay, does this make it into an angel? I think that's just Angelic Destiny, but... Not being able to, like, pull up the cards is really irritating. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attack and then play and kick the Skin Witch. I could make a knight instead, but I think I'd rather get cards out of my opponent's hand. Okay. Getting rid of Valduk is kind of whatever. Glad I didn't eviscerate him a while ago. Getting rid of that turtle's nice, though. That's a scary card. Oh, wow. That's really good. Don't have good blocks on this Adept, so I'm going to take 7 here. That's fine, though. Like, I'm only going to 24. Okay. I am going to block to kill Valduk. And, like, if they attack with just the Goblin and not Valduk, I'll still block to kill here. It's just trading a Sapperling for a 2-2. Yeah. On its text there were not great. Okay, they get another turn. Luckily, I was ahead enough that I can afford to take a big chunk of damage and they get their extra card. I can even just play Ariel and start flooding the board with knights again. I can take a lot of hits from Adeliz. Do I block to kill the Fire Fist? I think so. An instant or sorcery kind of blows me out here, but, like, not even that badly. That's annoying. I'm probably gonna have to eviscerate that before too long. I think I do need to get Ariel down. Just start going to town making knights. Any land will let me eviscerate plus make a knight the next turn, which is good. Cards Temporal Sundering was really good here. We'll just see if it is good enough. Okay. Not doing anything this turn, but next turn we're gonna start going to town. they didn't draw anything too good. Fight with fire here on Ariel would probably just end the game. I don't know if I could come back from that. Let's see what they do. Yeah. I'm just gonna block here. I've still got enough of a life total to work with, and I can't risk Ariel. Yeah, I think that was a bluff. I think how quickly it went through. Yeah, they didn't have anything. I could have eaten Valduck, but I was scared enough that I think I had to. Notably, this is not all upside for my opponent, because they didn't leave back their guys, so I get to attack with Ariel. Like, and their life total is even more under threat than mine. So, I'm going to make sure that the game doesn't tap me out of the colors I need. I'm going to eviscerate this Cloud Reader Sphinx. And then I'll be able to make a knight to block with Ariel. And again, I don't think if they attack with everybody, which they can't really afford to do. Yep, sure, I'll take a few. This Compass was actually fine just as a healing salve. Sweet.
Let's slow this. Hold that thought.
That's kind of cool. I'm not going to attack. I think I just want to untap my lands here. And I'm leaving up Fungal Infection as a trick and activating Ariel, which is sweet. Teferi's really good. Sure. Sure. Next turn, we could even just use Ariel's second ability, have the Knights shoot down Adelise. Huh. That's really weird how he exiles the elementals on the end step. Usually that type of effect would exile it at the end of combat. Let's see. Opponent could block to kill Ariel if she attacked, so I'm just going to go ahead and plus Teferi first.
Skip to the good part.
It's cool, that's a good card. I'm going to go ahead and pressure towards ending the game. Beat the Tolarian Scholar here. Plus Teferi, so I'll get to untap my white, and then I have Navigator's Compasses anyway, so that doesn't really matter. It's too bad Shauna isn't a knight. That would make this whole setup even better. I should just be able to attack for lethal next turn. Opponent would need something good for that not to be the case. Sure. I will lose my Teferi because of that, which is a little sad, but then they don't have nearly enough blockers.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Okay. And then even just a little insurance if I need another evasive guy to bunch through damage. This should just be super over though. Yep. Okay. That was a little bit scary. The Karn's Temporal Sundering was very good. But I think that was what we needed anyway. Again, I don't know that I have anything here. I've already got a decent amount of removal for handling Valduck. They did show the enchantment that gives +2/+1 in Menace, so, and multiple Valducks. So they do have ways to suit him up. I need to be a little scared. Mana works, I have ways to buy time, and good top end. Sweet. I wish this... Huh. Hopefully my opponent has a bunch of champions of the flame, and they try to, like, stick an aura on one of those. I could actually deal with that. Okay, I'll need a creature at some point. I'm gonna hold this for a second. If opponent plays champion of the flame, I think I want to use my mana efficiently and kill it. They did not, that's fine. I can even tap my swamp for the Navigator's Compass and still be leaving up fungal infection. I do need a creature eventually. Okay, that's a scary card. If only because I know they can suit up some evasive creature and kill me. Okay, well, the only removal I saw was the Karn's Temporal Sundering, so if I draw a land, I'm probably just gonna Allosaurus and make it the greatest Allosaurus there's ever been. Sure. Alright, deck, I need help. I kept a 3-lander. I need another one. Yes! Alright, Dino, go. I think if they attack, I have to block. That would be a little sad to lose my Dino to just a trick, but... Do I have to block? Oh, they're just not attacking me like that. Anyway, that's fine. With the fungal infection, I think I'm likely to be able to beat a trick that my opponent might have. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna go to town. Just want to apply pressure here. Opponent's starting to run low on cards. And if I can just get them low, then they'll be priced into blocking the last hit of the Allosaurus with Triumph with their Academy Drake, which would be great. Hoping they, like, block and go for a double Fervent Strike or something like that. They did not. What might happen is I'll even just, like, fungal infection the Drake and chump the Raider. Keep my life total high. Any land gives us... Okay, that is not a scary card, so that's fine. Any land gives us Windgrace Acolyte or Teferi, which is awesome. Okay, sure. Might have to hold back now. My attacks aren't great anymore. Although their blocks aren't great if they attack with the Keldon Raider, so I'll probably just get plinked by an Academy Drake here, and that's fine. No. Okay. Alright, what do we got? That was not awesome. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run out this Sap Herd. Do I leave up Fungal Infection? Does that interact in any important way? Not really? Yeah. I think I'll just attack with my Dino. I can look to chump these guys. I don't think I need to run out the Short Sword either. It's like even if Fungal Infection doesn't matter much. Threatening something good here. Opponent doesn't have a legendary creature, so even if they have Temporal Sundering, that isn't great. Opponent's blocks aren't good here, it's just a chump, so they'll probably just chump with the Goblin. If they don't chump with the Goblin, then they're in a lot of danger. If I hit Teferi, I could just bounce the Drake and they'll just die. I could go for that. Opponent very deep in the tank about this one. Okay, they choose not to block. They're probably hoping to do something to make my life bad on this attack. Okay, I'm a little scared that they might have something powerful here, so I'm actually just going to Fungal Infection here. Then I will attempt to trade and double chump. Opponent had nothing. Oh. They need a flyer to not just be dead to the Allosaurus. Okay, they've got a flyer. Any land and I just kill them with Teferi. Come on, deck. You can do it. Yes! Navigator's Compass coming through when we need it.
I know my responsibility.
Goodbye, Sphinx.
Not so fast.
The mighty Dino triumphs. Alright. Yeah, I like how long this has gone. I don't think we need a 2.5 hour draft video, so we'll say that I played an 8-man and call it there after going 3-0. Sweet, this deck did well, and I'm pleased with it. I'll talk to you all next time.